Councillor Abdul, Malik.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Lord Mayor, I draw your attention to the budget amendments proposed by the Conservative Group and to the source for funds for these amendments, Lord Mayor. And the two things that obviously I'm going to point out now that Jay Jetwa has started this is that I'm quite concerned. I've been concerned for the last couple of years, actually, on budget amendments from the Conservative Group, and especially since Jay Jetwa has been involved and how she's been used in this manner to kind of come up with these amendments.
Point of order, my lord. I am not used. I made this speech myself, and I wasn't pushed. And I'm not a so-called councillor like you mentioned last year.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. I withdraw. Okay. Keep it cool. Let's get on to the main thrust of this. The consistent attack on Equalities and the Legacy Commission, Lord Mayor, is now becoming quite offensive. Offensive to such an extent that I feel, as respected council members, it brings shame upon us all, because you're part of this council. Is it not time that they now accept that our council has beacon status in Equalities, with no efforts from themselves? And is it not a fact that they should now accept that we are at the forefront of most cities in the UK with establishing this Legacy Commission? Come clean. Do not hide behind these obscure amendments. Is it, and Richard, I mean, this is directed at you, so if you can listen to me and maybe respond. Is it that you get a kick from attacking the black and minority ethnic communities, the Equalities?
This sort of behaviour, I insist.
It's a question.
Quite completely unacceptable.
Richard, what are you standing for? Point of order or what?
I am seeking a retraction. This is a serious amendment on behalf of the Conservative Group. We have been solid in our position upon this for years and years and years. You know, this is not some 5-minute sort of
it's a point of.
You know, but this is a
Richard.
This is not.
Richard, is this a point of order?
So, Lord
Abdul,
Mayor,
please continue.
Point of order, my Lord Mayor. It is totally out of order for a member to make an offensive remark against a whole political group, to allege that the group is anti-black, which is what he said. We have a view which is shared by many, and for him to malign us and accuse us of being racist is totally out of order, and I request the Chief Legal Officer to make a comment on that and insist that Councillor Malik...
Can you just sit down a moment? Sit down. City Clerk.
There are two possibilities that may be taking place here. Firstly, it's possible that this is a point of order which is being raised, and a point of order would be related to an alleged breach of the Council Procedure Rules. The Council Procedure Rule is that the speech must be directed to the issue in question. The issue in question is the Conservative amendment. Therefore, it is for the Lord Mayor to determine whether or not the comments made by Councillor Malik are properly so directed. Secondly, it is arguably a request for a person explanation in that Councillor Eddy is of the view that there has been a misunderstanding of what he has said, in that the understanding which is proffered is one which alleges racism against the individual concerned, and therefore it is potentially a person explanation. Lord Mayor.
Abdul, do you want to withdraw that, please? It's causing offence.
Lord Mayor, it was a question that I directed at Councillor Eddy, and I wanted him to listen. I mean, he wasn't listening to me, and I'd reiterate the question. I haven't accused anybody of being racist. I said, is it that he gets a kick from attacking the black and minority ethnic communities? He gets a kick from attacking the Equalities unit. He gets...
Lord Mayor, I'm sorry,
Abdul.
that is contempt for this chamber. To reiterate an allegation that was made when being asked to withdraw it is totally inappropriate.
Abdul.
Lord Mayor, I
Abdul.
will not withdraw. I'm sorry, I will not withdraw.
Abdul, this is not acceptable.
Lord Mayor, it's not acceptable that they come up with such a ridiculous amendment. I mean, where do we stop? I mean,
It's the words you're using.
The Conservative
It's
group.
the words you're using. Just continue your speech.
Okay, so... That's right. That's fair enough. So I leave it for the So we leave it for for Bristol to decide on what they think of the Conservative group. But it doesn't help at all sitting in this chamber, being a member of the black minority ethnic community, Lord Mayor, when we know that there is deficit and shortfalls in many services that are provided to the different communities. And myself, you know, I'm from the black minority ethnic community. I'm a local businessman. I've struggled. I've got where I am, but I got there through the help of many funds that have been provided by the City Council. You know, they've helped me establish my life. And there's more need. There's different communities that have come into this country, and there's lots of needs for different groups to be funded. So I mean, the other thing that I feel that maybe this amendment is about is maybe a bit of a tension from the Evening Post. And if that's what it is, Richard, maybe we need to meet, because I'm quite good at that. I'm going to offer you some consultancy on it. Lord Mayor, I mean, it's a really foolish amendment, and it's not the first time that Councillor Eddy has been foolish. I mean, we've got a quote here, which I won't go into, but it's the Marks and Spencer foolish words, and he's made himself a really good name in this book, you know? The most foolish words. I won't go down there. But Lord Mayor, that's what I've got to say. I'm quite, you know, I'd like an explanation, really, at some point, as to why the Conservative group do not agree with the Legacy Commission. You know, the debate needs to be open in the chambers with the black community present. I mean, if you've got a problem, then highlight what the problem is. You know, don't keep talking about this behind these stupid, foolish amendments that are not explained. Thank you.
Councillor Rosalie Walker.